Hey guys, Bike here, and I'm coming back to you guys again with another build. This time it's for Void Knight. Started leveling up this guy like at 2 a.m. this morning. Level 74. I played for a couple hours, got some sleep, played a little bit more, streamed for like 5 hours, and we made it here. It was a lot easier because we got twink gear. So what it is I don't know if you guys have seen, but Perry the Pig released a video for the Paladin with the Healing Hands Rive. And I thought, hey, that looks cool. What if we did that on Void Knight? So that's what I did. Just to kind of show you, this is not a full in-depth build guide. This is just to give you an idea of what I'm working with. I'm going to be streaming this probably throughout the week and then make like an updated build once I get closer and I know like what I'm looking for. I am just a side note, I'd taken 2 weeks off for last epoch. I go back to work tomorrow, so we're back to my normal streaming schedule, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. All right, cool. So this build really likes attack speed and it likes crit. I was able to get melee critical strike chance on cleaver solution. Attack speed would be best in slot after that, but melee critical strike chance is the number one thing you're looking for. This body armor, I took it for the +4 in Rive. The way I'm playing it right now, it feels kind of mandatory, but I would like a better base. +3 to healing hands. I got it onto this Peak of the Mountain. I do have a +4. But I feel like Peak of the Mountain is very good in this slot because of the increased crit strike chance. We don't have to worry about healing because we're generating huge amounts of ward. Shatter Chains could definitely use a better slam. I'm using this strictly for movement speed. We got a T7, 28% movement speed on there, plus with the added void damage that we got. Nice little move, zooming around buff. Void damage here. There's a slight regret because after putting healing effectiveness on here, I realized this would have made a perfect void cleave relic, but it is what it is. Nonetheless, T7 void damage plus with Circle of Fortune, I'll probably find, 3 more of these. Using Cleric's Cavalier Shield of Embers, this is going to build up a lot of ward, but I actually do like Bastion of Honor in this slot. Best in slot will be Bulwark of the Abyss, most likely, for the block chance and the huge melee critical strike multiplier you get out of it. But nonetheless, Bastion of Honor, you can use it at level 50. Feels good, gives you added strength, works really well with Cleaver Solution because the way the build is set up, the more strength you have, the more intelligence you have. Intelligence will give you ward retention. This is just some generic amulet I threw on there that at the time I could throw it on a lot sooner. I've since upgraded it, and that's why it's level 62. Healing effectiveness, healing effectiveness, healing effectiveness. That is the name of the game of this build. Helps you build up a whole lot of ward. I like the Cleaver Solution because it helps you retain some of it. So if you can get some strength onto the gear, then you'll be good to go. Here's what I've done. We're going to leave those points there. I moved some gear around. So we're going to finish this out. So I feel like I'll have to fine tune this, but so far this feels pretty close to a complete tree in terms of damage. Reason why I've gone with this is I've taken the nodes here in Rive, unlike Perry the Pig, who was playing Paladin, so the echo chance didn't matter to him. I took these points in Rive to double my echo chance, and then for them to do triple damage. And we're attacking really fast with this. It's nuts how fast we attack. Let's see. We'll take that point there. The mana efficiency is nice. I'll probably spec out a shield rush at some point and go to lunge, but it's been really nice for just leveling quick and running through the monos. I like a lot. What are we missing here? We got one more point to deal with in healing hands. We got one more point to deal with here. I swapped out my cleaver real quick, so that's why I'm missing a few points and some stuff. Healing hands, I've turned it into a melee attack. I'm not sure if this is doing much of anything because I'm not really speccing into fire damage, but it's a melee attack now, so it scales with melee. and it does fire damage. So hypothetically, increases to melee should increase the damage of healing hands. I'm not seeing a lot of that. I don't really care. I may spec out of this and just focus solely on ward generation. You know, take this point, put it somewhere else, like right here. But yeah, so far feels good. Standard volatile reversal setup. And anomaly. This is another thing we get to use as a Void Knight. You can get some crazy attack speed. You get the cooldown recovery, time bubble. Time bubble is really nice. This node is actually, the temporal prison is nutty. I've frozen bosses and then just stood there and just whacked them down. It is nuts. I'm gonna do a run just to show you guys like what you can expect in a normal monolith. And yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, another thing about Cleaver Solution, 8 strength, more damage to bleeding enemies, so the bleed chance is nice. Melee critical strike, and then a +1 to all skills. So that's why all my skills right now, instead of being level 19, they're level 20, and they got a +1 ready to come. So yeah, level 74. We got a lot of attack speed. Crit chance is insane in the membrane. So let's go ahead, jump into one. And yeah, we're doing this live. First thing I like to do, try and hit a few enemies. Just build up the ward, let the ward retention kind of take hold. It feels nice. You can freeze enemies. You attack really freaking fast with this. And the cool thing is you're echoing all of these hits. It's just absolutely just cutting through everything like butter. And then, you know, I like the ward retention that we're getting from Cleaver, because it allows me to maintain some of this ward between packs and it's just not immediately disappearing, right? And I've generated some insane ward. I've seen it go up to like 12,000 ward. It's insane. And I know it'll go up even more once I take a few nodes, which I forgot to show you guys. So yeah, I'll have to show you guys that, but it's a lot of fun. The time bubbles, they're super cool. Just getting all that attack speed. We're near... The enemies have critical strike avoidance as a modifier right now. That's why I'm not hitting every crit, but it's just like insane. Just going against these guys that we're killing really quick. We were almost at 10,000 ward. So what's going to happen now that I've kind of finished this tree, I'm going to leave it alone for right now. I'm going to go back into Paladin and I'm going to take these nodes. I'm going to take Valor and I'm going to take Holy Icon. After that, I'll figure it out from there. But this is going to give me a lot more healing effectiveness and my ward is going to go insane. I'm really looking forward to just like melting some bosses, especially with this anomaly bubble right here. When I cast that, it freezes them. Oh, it's going to be good. One thing I might do, I have a pair of boots here. If you guys remember the Master Yi build, well, I'm not going to spend all that time looking for it. There's a pair of boots, experimental affix. When you use a traversal skill, you gain frenzy. I have one that gives me 3.4 seconds of frenzy. That's going to send my attack speed through the roof. I'm going to try those pair of boots out tomorrow. I'm a little conscious because apparently I'm still deathless. This is not a hardcore character, but I kind of like the deathless solo account found right there. We'll see how far we can go. Eventually we will die and we will all celebrate or whatever. But nonetheless, this has been a ton of fun. I wanted to show you this real quick, guys. I don't know if I showed you the idols, but healing effectiveness, healing effectiveness, healing effectiveness. In terms of blessings, I'm still getting there, but I just picked up the resistances wherever I could. I am going to try and build critical strike avoidance into this build because I want to maintain the helmet that I have right now. And I already got a little bit of critical strike avoidance here on this ring, so I'm probably going to keep this ring or find something similar with critical strike avoidance, get it up there, take the blessing, and then I'll avoid crits the traditional method. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. You take care. Have yourselves a good one. Cheers.